Governor Kemp has made final decisions now on this year's legislation.
He signed dozens of bills into law before that midnight deadline and rejected several others. 11 Alive political reporter Ariana Maniz joining us this morning with a look at the new laws that could impact all of us, Ariana.
So Ariana, what are some of the key changes here?
Well, Shara and Aisha, while state lawmakers wrapped up their work the last legislative session, probably over a month ago, there was still more work to be done by Governor Brian Kemp, and that is signing off on legislation that was sent to his desk from state lawmakers. And one of those bills that we saw him sign during this legislative session was HB 399. It requires property companies like apartment complexes to have a designated agent in Georgia. Now, this law aims to hold out-of-state landlords accountable by giving tenants a clear point of contact for any complaints within the state. Another law that he signed is S. Bill 244. It will compensate Georgians who were wrongfully convicted. It also lets defendants in high-profile cases like President Donald Trump, who was who was charged with the election interference cases like that, allow them to recoup legal costs if their cases are moved to federal court and they win. Kemp also signed into law legislation to address complaints about predatory towing and booting. It eliminates incentives for private parking lots to work with booting companies by banning kickback arrangements. Supporters say the law will cut down on aggressive tactics in parking lots, especially within the metro. Take a listen.
Right now, booting companies are paying up to half their fee to property owners as kickbacks, and that has caused a lot of predatory activity.
Now, Governor Brian Kemp does also have the option to veto legislation that was sent to his desk by state lawmakers. Coming up in the next half hour, I have a couple bills that the governor vetoed and decided not to sign, as well as legislation that did receive his signature. Reporting live from the state capitol, I'm Ariana Maniz for 11 Alive. Back to you.
Ariana, thank you. So according to the governor's office, he signed more than 100 bills into law during the legislative session.